Twitter for sure, I think needs to do a lot more on video. And it's kind of a no-brainer to enable longer video on Twitter and also enable content creators to make a living with content that they submit to Twitter. So Twitter really needs to give a revenue share to content creators in order for them to make a living creating content and having that content be on Twitter. I think long term, it would make a lot of sense to have launch platforms around the world. And I think you could actually even have a situation where you travel by rocket from one part of the world to the next, because then you can travel at over 20 times the speed of sound. So for a rocket can get to the complete other side of the world in 45 minutes, and half sort of to most places in about 20 minutes. So I think that this would really open up the world if you could travel conceivably, to anywhere in the world in less than an hour. I think it's an exciting future if you can imagine like where we're a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, and ultimately out there among the stars. The world, of course, will always have problems, and we need to solve the problems of Earth. And I think 99% of our effort should be on solving the problems of Earth. But I think 1% of our effort should be on being a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, because that's just incredibly exciting and inspiring. And there need to be things. Life can't just be about solving problems. There've got to be things that inspire you and that make you glad to be alive and happy to wake up in the morning. I mean, I think the only answer that I can see for congestion in cities is tunnels. I think flying cars I think because of the fact that they generate a lot of noise and a lot of wind, and there's always some possibility that it will fall on your head. And it certainly would not be good for privacy if flying cars were flying over your house all the time. I think, on the other hand, that tunnels do not suffer from any of those issues. And we have some of our first tunnels with electric vehicles operating in them in Las Vegas. So I'd encourage anyone who visits Las Vegas to try them out. And it sounds so simple, but electric vehicles in tunnels are absolutely an answer to the worst possible congestion of any city, because you can go as many layers of tunnels deep as you would like until the traffic congestion is addressed.